story now. We'll tackle the next story. You know, the Nigerian committee that distributes monthly federally collected revenue to the federal government, states, and local governments is the Federation Account Allocation Committee, FAAC. It has announced the disbursement of a total of 2.103 trillion naira for the month of September 2025. And this is the highest monthly disbursement so far this year. A cursory look at the disbursement from what we just had is federal government got 711.31 billion, states received 727.13 billion, while the 774 local government shared 529.95 billion naira. Oil producing states got 134.96 billion as 13% from mineral revenue. Now, these figures represent a 16% increase from 1.813 trillion shared in August. Now, according to the British philosopher and paymaster general, Edmund Burke, quote, "If we command our wealth, we shall be free. But if our wealth commands us, we are poor indeed." Dewali.
This is it's a milestone in the history of Nigeria in terms of revenue generation. 774 local governments taking 2.103 trillion. I think that is huge. It shows that Nigeria is making more money compared with the past years. And I think if you look at what happened to Nigeria in the past few years, it needs a lot of creativity to be able to generate wealth. Wealth generation needs a lot of critical thinking.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
You know, and I'm glad for the states. And what is the take home? It shows that people should not just be talking about the federal government. Local governments that are the closest to the people, we should also hold them responsible. With the kind of funds they have now in their kitty, there are a lot of things they can do. They can build healthcare facilities. If they cannot build new roads, at least they can repair the existing ones.
Yeah.
They can invest in scholarship. We are talking of net fund. There could be an equivalent of net fund at the local government level. We can talk about investment in education, primary schools. We want to see new primary schools. We want to do investment in climate change endeavors.
Yeah.
Tree planting.
After primary schools are under local government.
Yes. You know, we want to see them giving more attention to security. You can even pay local governments, policemen in your local government, give them some stipend, just like what Lagos does.
With RS.
Yes, because wealth revenue generation is not the same as wealth creation. You may generate a lot of funds in trillions. What is important is management. Nigeria has always had money, you know. The problem is how do we manage this fund? So if you have revenue generation, you know, that's so high, wealth creation is another thing.
It's important.
It's very, in fact, it's the most important. Managing that resources. And I think that's why you see some smaller countries, they don't have much money, but the resources are better managed. So people will not complain because they have access to the essentials of life. So we hope that these funds will not translate into the pockets of local government chairmen to go and build mansions in Abuja, you know, or to just squander the money, sending their first ladies at the local level for missions in conferences in Ghana, in Italy, and all sorts of things. So these local government officials needs to sit down, set up a team. How best can we use this money to benefit our people?
Mayor, but recall that at a time in this country, a minister of minister charged with economic matters, today DG of WTO, World Trade Organization, used to publish allocations to local government and governments.
And government, yes, yes.
Don't you think we should revive that?
Yes, it was done. Even recently, it was done at a time. But I think why it was stopped is that it just increased income to newspapers. It doesn't really change anything. So that's why they stopped. Even this government started at the initial stage, publishing allocation to people. What I want to talk about, the increase in to the tune of over 2 trillion, is that one thing you have to give this president is he understands financial engineering. And we will be able to now earn much more than what we used to earn before, which is good. And because of that, there's been increment in what is shared with all the tiers of government. So it is now important for us to hold our state governors or the subnationals, to hold them accountable for what they do in their state. Because there was a time in this country that the governors do not even have enough money to pay salaries. And federal government has to give them bailouts. Now they have far more than what they used to get. And now, if you notice, you will see that we don't have the kind of problems that you will see state governments now going abroad and getting loans and all that.
Many states are paying back their loans.
Yes. So now that they have, when they have money, it is important to hold the subnationals to account, both the state governments and the local governments, for them to do more to what the people are doing. It's not only the federal government that we should criticize and be saying there's hunger, the economy is not good, or this and that. It's important that the state governments and local governments should do the needful with the increase in money that they have.
You know, Mayor, you are just talking about money. Let us here make some money. We are going on a commercial break. We should be back shortly. Please stay with us. Thank you. Okay, welcome back, folks. Let's put the story about the money shared by the FAAC to bed. Let's take it home now.
Nigerians should hold the local governments and state governments accountable.
At least more money is going to them.
Going to the local governments. They must ensure that dividends of democracy go on the table of everyone in the local areas. And for the local government chairmen, it's time for the media to also focus on them. Civil society organizations, engage them. They need to be accountable. They need to account for the people, how they are going to spend this money.
Mayor, especially considering the fact that the federal government does not have any land anywhere. The lands in the country are vested in governors. So money has come. So the people should ask.
What I would advise is that I think the state governments can do more, especially in the field of agriculture. Before we used to rely on cash crops. And I don't see why every state should concentrate where they have comparative advantage. And then, so that if you know that you want to do palm oil, encourage palm oil plantation in Akwa Ibom, Cross River axis. If you want to do rubber plantation, encourage. If you want to do cocoa, move to the states involved. And so I think the state governments can do more when it comes to agriculture.
We keep telling the now generation, the Gen Z you call them, that Cocoa House, 26-story building, was built not from money from the center, but from
proceeds from cocoa. And not only that,
Cocoa House.
Yes, Cocoa House. Not only that, there was a TV station. By the time that was the first TV station in Africa. Even at that time, there was no TV station in European countries like Portugal. There was free education in the Western region at that time. So and everything is from the cocoa.
So there was a country in this country.
Yes, but along the way we lost our way, and then we dropped the ball. And I think we can go back there, and it's the state government that should be in front of that.
One local government in Warri, as we are talking about, I think Warri South, is building an industrial estate, opening up islands. I think Warri South local government, even talking about coming to build a chip in partnership with a Japanese company. So a lot of things that local governments can do without necessarily waiting for. It just needs a bit of creativity.
After all, we had said primary schools, local government.
Local governments, agriculture,
local government, radio, TV,
and
inner roads, trunk C.
So they need to think creatively and ensure that the judicious, use of the funds coming to it can be done.
At least
it can be done.
Money is coming.
It's coming in.
All right then. Takes us to our next